My name is Malaika Major. Well, I've been known about R3 Church for some time now, but I was going through some things where I really didn't want to be dealing with church as a whole. I was going through a process that I needed to heal, and Christian or just the church was not welcoming at the time or fulfilling in that time, or just a place that I could really dive deep and feel like I was receiving what I needed in the moment. So I was really out of church for a long time, and Pastor Sam saw me at a wedding, and he reached out to me and said, "Oh, I'm gonna check on you." He was just welcoming, and sometimes people see you and they think you are good because on the outside everything is well, but when you really are crumbling within and you just really need a hand to grasp on, and he was there for me. He did not pressure me. He just would call me unexpectedly, just check in, and it just seemed to always be the right time that I needed to talk to somebody. So I've been knowing about R3 Church, but until I was led, I didn't come to, again, like I said, I wasn't dealing with church at all at that time. But he was patient enough with me, and he said, anytime you're ready, stop by. Anytime you're ready, just stop by. And I would say, I was just led one day to just come, really, to visit. The ministry as a whole, like again, I was saying, Pastor Sam is a true man of God. And we're in a time, in a season where a lot of people consider Christianity and church as like a competition where, how many members can you get? Or who's better than what? Or the next person. But it didn't matter. He was literally focused on you as a person, as an individual, as a mind, body, soul. And that resonated with me. For me, so I am into the music, and I wouldn't say I'm fairly known, but not really. That doesn't matter. But he didn't see none of that. Okay? He literally spoke to me as a person, like, how are you doing? Without all the other stuff that's surrounding you, how are you? And that resonated so much to me. And he, like I said, he always would just encourage me, and it just led me to just find him like a person that I can call when I feel, down and needed some kind of encouragement. So the ministry as a whole, since I've been coming, has really strengthened in my growth to want to be in the gathering again with saints and those who I can look up to that can show me the way of how to do it, because we're all struggling with our different traumas, and we're all going through something behind the scene, and it's hard to find somebody you can trust or want to trust or confide in. And for me, Pastor Sam was that. And as when I came, the welcoming in this church is unbelievable. I just fell in place, and the more that I came, he was like, there's no way you can be here and don't, serve. Like, you have so much within. There's no way you can't just sit and just worship in the pews. You got to come up here, and there's so much in you. Like, he was just reinforcing and believing, just knowing somebody believes and want to see the best within you to come forth. That's encouraging, very, very encouraging. He would send me scriptures and things of that nature. It's just baby steps, baby steps. Like I said, I wasn't thinking anything about church. I was really done with church, to be honest with you. So the ministry has been very instrumental in my walk with Christ, because it has allowed me to go back to the altar and cry out for God to just lead my spirit back to Him. Meaning the Spirit of God is definitely in this house. Every Sunday you have an encounter. There's no way you can come here and not feel or be led. So take that personal moment and be like, you know what, like, I know, Lord, I'm going to this service. I want you to speak to me and God would definitely speak to you, because that's what happened to me. I said, Lord, I want an encounter by force. I need to know that you are the one leading me here. So to have that is just confirmation in so many ways. So whoever was out there looking for a family, a church body that they can feel so free to worship and not have to worry about who's looking at them, or breaking, maybe going through your struggles and your pains and things that's surrounding you, that you feel like you want to lose all hope, you can come here to the altar, talk to the pastor, talk to the women and from the children's ministry up. Like, it's amazing how they're so welcoming in this church. So it's always going to take steps. It's a process, but you first have to be willing and make that mind. Like, you have to make up your mind that you want to do this, that you want to realign yourself, that there's nowhere else you can look but God. And it's not people per se, but He is the one who's in those people to help you get back to, you know, what He is in your life. And that's God. So, yeah. Come to R3 Church.